Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving deep into a truly one-of-a-kind body of work. A massive and, let's be honest, pretty challenging collection of writings by Magalhães Duarte.
Okay, let's just start right here. This line translates to, "That's how I got the katana, because my image is cutting your neck with a katana." Wow, it's violent, it's direct, it's totally arresting. In this single sentence, believe it or not, is our doorway into this fast, intensely personal world, and it immediately makes you ask, I mean, seriously, what are we even reading? Is it a poem, a manifesto, or is it something else entirely? Well, that's the big puzzle we're going to piece together today by peeling back the layers of this really unique creative project. At first glance, reading this stuff feels like jumping into pure, unfiltered chaos. But if you stick with it, if you look closer, you start to see a blueprint. There's a deliberate, almost obsessive design holding it all together.
See, this is not a book you read from front to back. A great way to think about it is as a textual collage. It's like the author dumped the entire contents of his mind onto the page. Lists, short sayings, angry denunciations, philosophical formulas, and then hit the shuffle button. He's intentionally ditching a linear story to create something that feels more like a living database of a mind in constant, ferocious motion.
And scattered throughout this massive database, you start to see the same core ideas appearing over and over again. Imagem, which is image, pensamento, or thought, and código, code. These aren't just random words. They're like these recurring anchors, you know? They give this chaotic universe its own strange internal logic.
And once you start to feel that internal rhythm, the central drama of the whole thing just snaps into focus. This entire body of work is basically a battlefield. It's staging an epic fight between a lone creator and a world he sees as completely hostile. So on one side, you have this powerful author persona, a figure who's a victim, an inventor, a creator, and a judge, all at the same time. And on the other side, well, that's the others. A huge, shadowy force of invaders and copycats who are always trying to steal his original image and code. And this isn't some abstract philosophical fight. It's raw. It's a visceral war. He actually makes these huge lists of who's to blame, accusing everyone from society and NASA all the way up to God himself, of being part of this giant conspiracy to copy and corrupt his authentic work. So how does one person fight back against a conspiracy that includes, well, basically everyone? His weapon is language itself. And this is where his resistance gets really interesting.
This is not standard Portuguese. It's a dense, charged-up, hybrid language he's built himself, using new words, sudden changes in direction, and raw repetition. It's like he's built a fortress out of words, a private world that he's building and defending with language and language alone.
And that's exactly why the language is so weird. It's not just some artsy experiment. It's a defense system. It's designed to play out this epic battle for authenticity against the world he sees as being just full of fakes and thieves. In this logic of total ownership, it goes to some incredible lengths. He even breaks down famous pop culture figures, arguing that they secretly come from his own name and signature. To see just how far this goes, let's crack the MMD code for, of all people, Superman. I mean, this is an absolutely audacious piece of linguistic reverse engineering. He's literally pulling letters from his own name, Marcos, and his personal signature, Pena, which means pen, to construct Superman. This isn't just a word game, people. This is the ultimate claim of creative ownership. It's him saying that his personal código is the source code for, well, everything. Now, this whole system of logic, this private language of resistance, it all leads up to the project's philosophical core.
He lays out a set of 70 distinct propositions, and he calls them the MMD formulas.
But these are not just clever sayings or, philosophical thoughts. They're presented as lines of code for the human mind. It's this wild mix of mysticism, science, and computer programming, all designed to literally reprogram how you perceive reality. A lot of them are pretty simple, almost like commands in a meditation. Take formula number 3, imaginar a luz, or imagine the light. It's a direct instruction. It's a simple but powerful mental action that's step one in this whole reprogramming.
Then you've got others that point to these powerful personal symbols, like Formula 21, Piramida Invertida, the inverted pyramid. This image pops up again and again, like a cornerstone of his private universe, maybe representing a whole new foundation for reality.
And then some of the formulas get really radical. They're explicitly trying to develop what we would call superhuman abilities, like telepathia or telepathy. And that's the end game. The formulas aren't just for defense. They're a pathway to transcendence, to evolving beyond the ordinary human world he feels he's at war with.
So let's put it all together. The fragmented structure, the cosmic battle, the private language, the mental formulas. What does it all really add up to?
Every single element we've explored, they all combine into one single monumental act. This isn't just a pile of texts. It's the construction of a complete symbolic universe, where words are weapons, they're shields, and they're the raw materials for building a new reality from the ground up.
And so, in the end, this entire textual universe, in all its chaotic, aggressive, and visionary glory, it stands as a testament. It's this raw, powerful proof of how the creative act itself can be the ultimate form of resistance, a way to build and defend your own personal reality through sheer, unrelenting force of will and language.
The work of Magalhães Duarte is a radical deep dive into this very power. It challenges us to see language not just as something we use to talk to each other, but as a tool for creation itself. And it leaves us with one pretty profound question. If language creates reality, what reality are you creating?